Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our Shabbat service. This is a little bit of a special service. We're going to honor a new addition to Andrea and Neil's family in just a bit. But to get us warmed up and ready to pray, let's start on page 52 with Ashrei. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha Hodya Hallelujah Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha Hodya Hallelujah Selah. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha. Happy are those who dwell in your house. May they sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. And now that we've expressed our joy in being here in God's house together, we are ready to light our Shabbat candles on page 120. And I would like to call Stu up to do that, please.
I'm going to try the Manchester. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner Shabbat.
Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. On page 138 and 139, we turn to Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad ushemo echad, L'shem utiferet belitila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, Kiva orech kumi ori, uri, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. And now that we have expressed our joy in gathering here together in God's house, and we've welcomed in the Sabbath bride, and we've lit our Shabbat candles, we are ready to segue into our evening service with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayetecho bet Yisrael, bagala u'bizman kariv, ve'imeru amen. Yehesh merabba mevarach, ve'alamul al me'amaya, yitbarach ve'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal, shemei dekudesha barichu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma ve'imeru amen. On page 146, please rise if you are able for our call to worship. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. On page 149, we say a blessing of creation. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of tide, of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. And now, since we have said this wonderful blessing over creation, I would like to call up Andrea and Neil to honor the most holy act of creation that we as humans continue to assist God in making, and that is the creation of new humans. So Neil and Andrea have just welcomed their first grandchild. Second grandchild. A new grandchild.
A new one, yes.
Baby and parents are doing well, and the grandparents are up here in their stead to receive blessings for the whole family. Source of compassion, be gracious to this new life. May he grow in wisdom, kindness, and love. May he always be a true child of the covenant, showing compassion to all your creatures. May his actions find favor in the sight of God and all humankind. Bless his parents as they navigate the world as new parents. Bless his grandparents, that they may shower him with love and lead him along in the path of life. And bless all his caretakers that will do your will, to ensure his health and safety all the days of his life. Our God and God of our fathers and mothers, sustain Orion Logan Sharkey through the loving care of his parents, Jeremy and Jacqueline Sharkey, and his grandparents, Andrea and Neil Savage. May he be known among our people Israel by the name Abraham Yisrael Sharkey ben Yirmiyahu. May his names be a source of joy for him and inspire him to serve our people and all humankind. May his parents and grandparents rejoice in his growth of body and soul. As his parents have brought him into the world, may all those who look after him raise him into the covenant and lead him with wisdom and patience to a life filled with Torah, blessing of learning and community. A chuppah, a loving relationship worthy of God's blessing, and ma'asim tovim, pursuit of good deeds. And together we say, Amen. Now would you like to?
Thank you so much, Rabbi. We really appreciate this. It's kind of hard when the kids aren't close, but we are so excited to bring the new baby into our family. And 8 pounds, 9 ounces, a head full of hair. So it's just been great. We got a chance to see him just when he was a day or so old, and we're going back to see him again in a week. But thank you so much, Rabbi and congregation, for sharing with us.
Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov u'simen tov, simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov u'simen tov, simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov u'simen tov, yehelanu, 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 u'lechol Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, u'lechol Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, u'lechol Yisrael. Mazel tov.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
And now we continue our service on page 152 and 3 with the Shema. Please rise if you are able. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinhatam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha b'derech uvshachbecha, uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Le'ma'an tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'yot lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. You may be seated. Page 156. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You performed miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eli anu ve'ameru, ze eli anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar kifat Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael. On page 161, let's all read together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. We come now to the central portion of our evening service. The Amidah begins on page 164 and continues over the next few pages. Another reminder, as we are still early in our spring season, that we have switched from the winter blessing to the summer blessing in the second part of the Amidah. That's Morid Hatal. Heads up. If you are able, please rise. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei v'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Azrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol, Atah Rav le'Hoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Micha mocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. On page 173, let's all read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 175. You are with us in our prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayer. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. page 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at your feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 178. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri v'goali, v'goali. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those among us in our community who are ill and in need of healing. On our Misha Berach list this week is Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, Ron Ely, John Corr, Rosalind Cantu, Peter Winkler, Karen Thompson, Deborah Sondak, Dean Atchley, Ivy Bells, Bernard Strassner, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Garion Gentoff, Marion Finkel, Jennifer Goldberg Rosenbaum, David Deutsch, Louis Perlman, Lee McCoy, Eileen Milner, Mike Hogg, Bill Brooks, Ellen Simmons, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Clara Breeding, Bernard Levy, Lori Perry, and Rebecca Scarborough. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. May God heal all those in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. The Misha Berach is in the middle of page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, and Caleb Menzies. May the one who blessed our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mother Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzebaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, Shabbat Shalom. We are going to count the Omer together now, the blessing for which is on page 570 if you'd like to join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Hayom chamishi ushloshim yom, shehem chamisha shavuot laomer. Today is the 35th day of the Omer. That is 5 weeks of the Omer. The mystical realm of this day is Malchut Shebehod, which is majesty within glory, or the nobility of humility. The biblical woman Rabbi Jill Hammer associates with this day of the Omer is Achsah, the daughter of Caleb. If you're not familiar with Caleb's story, he's one of the 12 spies that Moses sends to scout the Promised Land, and he and Joshua are the only two that come back ready to conquer the land, while the rest are filled with fear. Because of this, they become the leaders of the eventual conquest. Joshua is the commander-in-chief, but Caleb remains pretty important and in a position to divvy up land at his discretion within the confines of the tribes God assigns to specific large territories of the Promised Land. So when he marries off his daughter Achsah, and she asks for a dowry of land with plenty of water, he is able to accommodate her and her new husband with property in the well springs of the Judean hills. A midrash tells us that Caleb was Miriam's husband and Achsah her daughter. So when she asks for water resources, she is really asking to be able to secure the ability to pass down to her children her mother's legacy of providing water for her people. It's important for Achsah's children to know about their grandmother and have this connection to her, even though she has passed away in the desert before the land conquest. Achsah prioritizes her lineage and legacy above all other concerns and shows us great humble nobility in her dowry request. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Emor. Many laws are given in this portion. We're in that part of Leviticus, including the basic commandments to observe Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot, but many of the laws given in this Torah portion are very specific to the Kohanim, to the priestly caste. One such Kohen-specific law is to stay away from dead bodies in cemeteries. The only exceptions the Torah names are for parent, sibling, and child of the Kohen. My second graders at Gesher asked this week, why not grandparents? I answered what I usually do, that grandparents are generally excluded from traditional laws around mourning for immediate family members, because when these laws were written, people didn't live as long, so grandchildren didn't have as much time to form a strong bond that they would know how to grieve for by the time a grandparent passes away. But as I've thought more about that answer this week, I don't think that's right. People also had children younger, so it seems that grandchildren and grandparents would actually have some time together. So I decided to look more into it, and there's not a good answer. There are several halachic sources that do confirm that when we say immediate family members around mourning rites, like Shiva, grandparents are not included. Parents, siblings, and children. But there is a lot else in the halakha, in the Jewish writings, that allow us to know that bonds between grandchildren and grandparents have been cherished and valued throughout history. In fact, on the topic of mourning, despite the codification that grandparents don't count, there's a story in Moed Katan 20b, it's a part of the Talmud, of a man named Amimar who rent his garments and sat Shiva for his grandson. The story is used as reasoning for the halakha that mourners must stand when performing kriya, so they really don't dwell on the grandfather-grandson relationship, but it's significant for us as Reform Jews if we look at the Talmud as a source of all traditions of the past, and remember to look there when the time comes for reconfiguring some tradition of the present. There is precedent for this practice. Further, another section of the Talmud, Kiddushin 30a, tells us that a grandparent has as much duty to teach Judaism to their grandchildren as do parents to children. The rabbis base this on a quote from Deuteronomy, not so far from our Ve'ahavta verses, that says, "You shall teach these words to your children and to your children's children." So the Talmud teaches the children of our children we consider as our children. And the halakha around that is codified by both the Mishnah Torah and the Shulchan Aruch, the reigning books of Jewish law still to this day. From this teaching, we have derived an understanding in some Jewish circles that a marker of successful Jewish parenting is having a Jewish grandchild. Of course, the relationships between grandparents and grandchildren is different between that of parents and children, but not any less important or valuable. We carry on our grandparents' legacies and learn so much from them. Although she never lived there herself, my grandmother was a connection to an old world that was destroyed and I longed to know more about. I loved when she would tell me the stories of her own parents and their escape from Vilnius, and how they spoke so many languages, and how she regretted how much Yiddish she lost. When I took a January term Yiddish class in my last semester of undergrad, I would call her every day after class to tell her what we had learned that day. Sometimes it would jog her memories, and she would be really excited to remember certain vocabulary she had lost. And sometimes she would say she didn't remember anything from that list, and she would feel kind of sad about that. And other times she would correct my grammar or my pronunciation. When I visited Vilnius the following fall, I thought of my grandmother at every turn, the beautiful sights she would appreciate, the friendly people she would enjoy socializing with, and the sad excuses for memorials of our people that she would mourn over. She was not one for travel, and I know she had a lot of vicarious travel anxiety for me while I was over there, but I also know that when I came back, she was so happy I could bring her pictures and souvenirs of the place her parents came from. Throughout the next year, I had dinner with her every Wednesday night and learned more about her life, her childhood, her years with my grandfather, who died before I was born, than I had ever known. When I moved to NYC for rabbinical school, it was harder to see her as much, but I would call her most Saturdays on my walk home from shul. A half an hour was about as long as she could talk before she tired out, and my shul was a mile from my house, so it was a perfect ambling walk conversation. When she died, that walk home became very lonely. I started calling other friends and using that time to catch up with college friends who lived far away and things like that, but it was never quite the same. My grandmother wasn't a shul goer herself, and I don't think she ever quite understood my drive to be a rabbi. She was a proud Jew and a proud grandmother, and if she had lived to see me ordained, I think Ner Shalom would have one more regular viewer on our live stream. So grandchildren, call your grandparents this Shabbat. Grandparents, call your grandchildren this Shabbat, if they are old enough to come to the phone. If not, maybe a FaceTime or Skype to your children so that you can see your grandbabies and they can see you. The time shared between grandparents and grandchildren is invaluable. May we cherish the moments we have in these relationships and pass on the legacies we inherit from them. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. As we move now toward our final prayers, I would like to call the Savages and Stu back up to open the ark for us for Aleinu, which can be found on page 586. If everyone else would please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, lated gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu, v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yehiye Adonai echad ushemo echad. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. Tonight, or this week, marks a yahrzeit for Pamela Hart, Cecilia LaNegra, Stanley Goldstein, and Billy Wolfe. And we are still within the year of mourning for Amanda Chazen, Rodney Danger-Smith, Diane King, Alyssa Al-Hadef, Scott Beagle, Martin Duke Anguiano, Nicholas Dworet, Aaron Feiss, Jamie Gutenberg, Chris Hickston, Luke Hoyer, Kara Loughran, Gina Montalto, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Meadow Pollack, Elena Ramsey, Alex Schachter, Carmen Schentrup, Peter Wang, Neil Gilman, Karen Josephson, Dorothy McQuiston, Nick Ralston, Elise Gibson, Norma Porter, Philip Brenner, Heather Heyer, Jackson Hunter, and Susan Anderson. And if anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them, please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, ve'chayechon u'v'yom echon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shemaya. V'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom alenu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. And now for some announcements, I would like to call up our Executive Vice President, Alec Levy.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi, thank you for a wonderful service and a wonderful sermon. And I'll note that several years ago, the first time my mother went into the hospital, and she was in the hospital, and after a couple of days, word trickled back to me that she had noted that I hadn't even called her to see how she was doing. And after that, I called her every single day with about 2 or 3 exceptions, even when I was deployed overseas. The 2 or 3 exceptions being when I was in places I couldn't talk about, and to anyone. But even when I was deployed overseas, I knew how the Pentagon phone system worked and made the call and connected to speak to her every day. So thank you for those wonderful words. Thanks to the Gelman and the Savage families for the wonderful oneg that we'll all be enjoying in just a minute. This Sunday, May 6th, is the last session of religious school for the year. It'll start as usual at 9:30. Parents are encouraged to stay to find out, to see a wonderful presentation and hear about all the wonderful things their children have learned. There'll be pizza and it'll be a great time. Thursday, May 10th, our last Torah will be finished being repaired and will be returned. Friday, May 11th, there is Pajama Shabbat to honor the end of religious school. Shabbat service, this is a week from today, will start at 7 o'clock, not at 7:30. Children are encouraged to wear pajamas, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Adults are encouraged to wear pajamas as well.
The day after that, Saturday, May 11th. I don't know pajamas. Saturday, May 11th, or Saturday, May 12th, I'm sorry. Adriana, who's sitting way in the back, will have her bat mitzvah. It will start at 10 o'clock, and of course, everyone is welcome to come to the service. The day after that, Sunday, May 13th, the RAC, the
Religious Action Center.
Religious Action Center, thank you. We'll be here at 11:30 to give a presentation on some of the things they're working on. This is a highly important organization. For those of you who don't know, it is the lobbying arm of the Union of Reform Judaism. It spends a lot of time on Capitol Hill and elsewhere lobbying about issues that are of interest and concern to Reform Jews. It'll be here at 11:30 on Sunday, May 13th to make a presentation. And for those of you who are not enjoying all the things that you're being given on Mother's Day, and for those of you who are not busy giving things to the mothers in your life on Mother's Day, please do come. Friday, May 18th. The Friday after that is confirmation, and Adriana's sister will be one of those confirmed. You get double duty in these coming weeks. The day after that, Saturday, May 19th, Shavuot. At 6:30 in the evening, there will be a potluck dairy meal here, as tradition. At 7:30, there will be a Havdalah, followed by Rabbi leading a learning session. And after that, all the teens will stay here for a lock-in. I'm sure they'll have lots of fun. I won't be here, not a teen, unfortunately. True fact, whoever it was who said youth is wasted on the young was correct. Anyway, then we get the morning after that, Sunday, May 20th, for those of you who get yourselves up and out of bed. I will try, no guarantees. At 7 o'clock in the morning, there will be a morning festival service. Thursday, May 24th, Ner Shalom will be sponsoring a beer tasting at Beer Works at Potomac Town Center. It's going to be a wonderful event. We're going to get a share of every beer sold and every flight of beer. They'll give us a donation, and all the food that is purchased in our name, we will get a percentage of that, 10 or 15%. So even if you're not a beer drinker, this is an event for all of us, for all of you, all of us. And it's an event, it's a family-friendly event. Again, you don't have to drink beer to go and enjoy. There'll be a silent auction, a raffle. The one thing that's confirmed for the silent auction is a week at Marriott's 5-star resort in Williamsburg, from Friday to the Friday in August, which is the second Friday is the Friday before, one Friday before Labor Day weekend, which works out to be the week before school starts again. And I'll note that while this week's counting of the Omer deals, or the mystical part of it deals with the spies, the 12 spies that went into Israel. Mm-hmm. We didn't send 12 spies, but Harry and I did go down there and have a chat with the owner and tasted the beer there, and it is good beer. Friday, May 25th will be, which is the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, that's the next night, is a home Shabbat. Sunday mornings in June, there will be another round of adult education, this one involving Jewish philosophy. And finally, Sunday, June 24th, will be the temple annual meeting. Did I miss anything? No? Well, Shabbat Shalom, and may the 4th be with you.
Shabbat Shalom. What a wonderful, full, exciting calendar we have coming up. Our closing song tonight, to honor the new life in our orbit that has joined Am Yisrael, we will sing Am Yisrael Chai on page 642. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Or Avinu Chai, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu, Or Avinu, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu Chai, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu, Or Avinu, Or Avinu Chai. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us for Oneg and Kiddush.